So the other big thing that came from yesterday's testimony by a former aide to former failed President Trump's former chief of staff, Mark Meadows, is that Donald Trump seemed to be perfectly comfortable with and agreeing with the idea of hang Mike Pence. Hang Mike Pence is a chant that now has notoriously been associated with the January 6th protests. There were right wingers chanting hang Mike Pence. They built a gallows because they were mad that Mike Pence wasn't doing what they believed he should be doing, which is, quote, sending the election back to the states, something he couldn't do. He had no power to do it, but Trumpists believed that he did. And they started chanting, hang Mike Pence, hang Mike Pence. One of the questions that has come up is, why didn't Trump do more to ensure the safety of Mike Pence? Why didn't Trump do more to say, hey, guys, this is our great vice president? No. None of this hang Mike Pence stuff. And the reason that we now know Trump didn't do anything about it is because he agreed with the sentiments hang Mike Pence. We now have another witness who says Trump believed that it was reasonable to hang Mike Pence. Let's go to yesterday's testimony from Cassidy Hutchinson.
It wasn't until Mark hung up the phone, handed it back to me, I went back to my desk. A couple minutes later, him and Pat came back, possibly Eric Hirschman too. I'm pretty sure Eric Hirschman was there, but I'm confident it was Pat that was there. I remember Pat saying something to the effect of, Mark, we need to do something more. They're literally calling for the vice president to be effing hung.
Right.
And Mark had responded something to the effect of, you heard him, Pat. He thinks Mike deserves it. He doesn't think they're doing anything wrong. To which Pat said something, this is effing crazy. We need to be doing something more. Briefly stepped into Mark's office. And when Mark had said something to the effect of, he doesn't think they're doing anything wrong, knowing what I had heard briefly in the dining room, coupled with Pat discussing the hang Mike Pence chants in the lobby of our office, and then Mark's response there to be the rioters in the Capitol that were chanting for the vice president to be hung.
Donald Trump didn't do anything about the hang Mike Pence stuff because he agreed with it. And for everybody disputing the testimony, listen, if Mark Meadows, instead of defying the committee, showed up, took an oath, and answered questions, we could clear it up. We could say, hey, you know what? Now it's not just Cassidy Hutchinson under oath. Now we've got Mark Meadows. We could get Trump there under oath and have him answer questions. Did you think it was reasonable for Mike Pence to be hung or hanged? But they don't want to show up. They're refusing to show up. So to the extent that people in the media dispute these claims, show up and answer questions under oath. Let me know your thoughts. Find me on Twitter at @dpacman. More on these explosive hearings after this short break. One of our sponsors is Little Spoon, your one-stop shop for easy, healthy meals and snacks for your baby, toddler, or big kid. If you're a parent of any age child, Little Spoon makes healthy meal times simpler, and it saves you hours at a very reasonable price. Little Spoon makes everything fresh, just like homemade, but it's delivered to your door and ready in seconds. Pop it in the fridge or freezer, and it is ready when you are. They have 100% organic, cold-pressed baby food for every eating stage. Awesome food for toddlers and for kids. They even just launched a new line of on-the-go smoothies that kids love. Everything is nutritionally balanced, no junk food, but it is kid-approved. It's food that they'll actually eat and enjoy. And you can't beat the prices with kids' meals under $5, baby food and smoothie snacks under $3. Little Spoon is giving my audience 50% off your first order. Go to littlespoon.com and use the code PACMAN. The link is down below.